But what we need to talk to Merce about now is what happened at the Emirates today.
The football world is still reeling after a high-stakes Champions League quarter-final between Arsenal and Real Madrid was marred by a shocking incident involving Antonio Rüdiger and Myles Lewis-Skelly. In a match where Arsenal triumphed 2-1 and booked their place in the semi-finals for the first time in 16 years, it wasn't just the result that stole headlines, it was the blatant foul that went completely unpunished, sparking outrage from all corners of the football community. Midway through the first half, with tensions rising and the game finally balanced, Rüdiger appeared to lose control in a heated moment. The experienced German defender lunged forward and delivered a reckless and dangerous stamp on 18-year-old Lewis-Skelly, who had just begun to settle into the rhythm of the match. Rüdiger's studs made direct contact with the youngster's midsection as he was grounded, an action that many have labeled as deliberate or, at the very least, needlessly aggressive. The incident was caught on multiple camera angles and replayed to millions across the globe. The visual evidence left little room for interpretation. It was a red card offense by any standard. But astonishingly, neither the on-field referee François Letzier nor the VAR officials took any action. No foul was awarded, no review was triggered, and Rüdiger walked away without a caution. The match resumed as though nothing had happened. The fallout was immediate. Social media exploded with fury. Fans, pundits, former referees, and even neutral supporters were left dumbfounded by the officiating. Arsenal fans called for justice, while rival fans acknowledged the severity of the foul and the gravity of the officiating failure. Pundits on live broadcasts questioned how such an incident could be missed in an era of advanced technology designed to eliminate precisely this kind of oversight. FIFA responded within 24 hours, suspending VAR lead official Massimiliano Irati and his assistant Paolo Valeri from officiating further in the tournament. The governing body issued a rare statement acknowledging the error and described the failure to review the incident as a serious lapse in officiating standards. FIFA also confirmed that an internal investigation has been launched to determine how and why the VAR team missed such a critical moment in one of the biggest matches of the season. Arsenal's management, meanwhile, moved quickly. The club submitted a formal complaint to UEFA, emphasizing not just the error but the risk posed to a young and vulnerable player. Manager Mikel Arteta, though measured in his response, did not hide his concern. Myles showed incredible bravery and composure. But challenges like that must be addressed. We're not just talking about a missed call, we're talking about protecting players' careers. Myles Lewis-Skelly, regarded as one of Arsenal's brightest emerging talents, showed remarkable maturity in the face of adversity. Despite the force of the challenge, he continued to play a disciplined and focused game, contributing to Arsenal's crucial win. However, sources inside the club have since confirmed that he required treatment after the match and will be monitored closely in the lead-up to the semi-final clash against PSG. This incident has reignited a long-standing debate about the effectiveness and accountability of VAR. The technology was introduced to ensure fairness and eliminate clear and obvious errors, yet week after week, controversy persists. Critics argue that while the technology itself is sound, the human element remains flawed. The absence of consistency in decisions, the lack of transparency in communication between referees and VAR rooms, and the perceived protection of officials have eroded trust in the system. Support is growing for reform. Proposed changes include making VAR audio available to broadcasters and fans, mandating post-match referee interviews for controversial decisions, and introducing a review panel with disciplinary powers to address missed incidents. Many believe football needs to take lessons from other sports like rugby and American football, where officiating is far more transparent and accountable. Beyond the VAR debate, the spotlight has turned to a larger issue: player safety. In an era where careers can be cut short in an instant, and where young talents like Lewis-Skelly are being thrust into elite competition, protecting players must be a priority. Incidents like this one, when overlooked, send a dangerous message that reckless behavior can go unpunished if the officiating team fails to act. As Arsenal prepares for their biggest European match in over a decade, the club must focus on the challenge ahead while also carrying the weight of a broader movement demanding justice and change. Lewis-Skelly, for his part, has earned not only the admiration of Arsenal supporters but the respect of football fans everywhere. His resilience in the face of a potentially career-threatening moment has elevated him beyond just a prospect. He is now a symbol of professionalism and poise under pressure. But questions remain. Will FIFA's suspension of the VAR officials be enough? Will UEFA implement meaningful changes, or will this become just another entry in a growing list of officiating failures? One thing is certain, this was more than just a missed red card. It was a moment that exposed deep flaws in football's officiating system and underscored the urgent need for reform. With the world watching, the ball is now in the court of those in power. And this time, they can't afford to look away.